Hi guys, it's Gugu here and welcome back to my channel. Today is a little bit exciting. It's a cook with me video and I hope you're gonna get a little bit inspired. I'm gonna be making lamb curry for my husband for dinner, so stay tuned for all of that. So for the curry guys, for the lamb curry, of course you need your lamb. I'm not sure how many grams or kg that is, but it's enough for my husband because I'm only making the curry for him. He's a big fan of our lamb curry. And I've got my papadams right here for servings. These are plain grated ginger right here. Tomato paste, this is a can. I think it's about 50 grams of tomato paste. You can use tomato puree, it also works perfectly fine. 1 tablespoon of hot curry powder. You can use mild depending on your spice levels, on how you like them. I prefer my curries spicy and my husband also prefers them spicy, so this is 1 tablespoon of curry. You can use masala, it also works perfectly fine. And right here I've got, I think it's about a tablespoon of crushed garlic, salt of course for seasoning, my olive oil, some onion. I need only half when I'm making my curry, and then I'm gonna save some for my chutney. I've got coriander right here. If you have the paste is also fine, or the dried one. I prefer fresh, for that freshness. And I have coriander powder right here, black pepper, and cumin powder. I see some they like to add cumin seeds, but unfortunately I do not have, so I'm gonna use only cumin powder. And right here I've got my chili flakes. This depends on how you like your curry guys. If you can handle your spice levels on a high note, you can add about 1 tablespoon. For me, I'll be testing my food and see how it goes as I am cooking. Or you can use fresh chili if you have, but for now I'm gonna use the chili flakes because that's what's available in my pantry. And some paprika right over here, and curry leaves. You need about 4 to 6 curry leaves because these are dried. If you have fresh ones, that's a plus, because fresh ones, they always give that nice flavor to your curry. And right here I've got my turmeric powder and 1 cup of rice. Like I said earlier on, I'm only preparing this meal for my husband, so 1 cup is gonna be enough for him. And right here I've got my coconut milk for the curry as well. Moving this side, I've got my plain yogurt for my tzatziki, and tomato and cucumber for my chutney. I'm gonna be using half of the onion from this one as well. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start off by making my rice so that it's gonna be boiling while I'm making my curry on the side. So here I've poured 2 cups of cold water. I'm not gonna season or do anything because that's how I'm used to preparing my rice. And this is a cup of rice. This is I can't remember, but I think it's jasmine or basmati, between the two. I can't remember, so I'm gonna let that cook in the meantime while I'm preparing my curry. So right here I also have my stove over medium heat. I'm gonna let it heat up, and then I'm gonna be adding in my tablespoon of olive oil. You don't need too much oil because lamb on its own, it's too fatty, so you just need to be careful. So now that my oil is nice and warm, I'm gonna go in and add in my onions and just let them saute for something like 2 minutes. So while the onions are busy sauteing, I'm gonna quickly marinate my lamb, for that extra flavor. Okay, for my lamb, I'm gonna start with my salt, of course, for seasoning. You just need to be generous with the amount of salt. I think that's enough. And then I'm gonna be adding in 1 teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. Smells so good. The reason why I'm doing this, I want all my spices to be sucked in my meat. So most of the time, that's what I do, so that I have enough, that flavor. Because lamb sometimes can be overpowering on its own, but if you add, some spices and all that before frying it, then you can get all those nice flavors. Okay, my onions are ready, so now it's time for me to add in my meat. Some they prefer to fry their spices separately, but for me, I prefer to marinate my meat, and then I'm gonna be adding more spices as I am going. Okay, this has been cooking for almost 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna go in with my spices. I'm adding in more spices, guys, like I said earlier on, for that extra flavor. So I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and now I'm going in with about a teaspoon of cumin powder, and a teaspoon of turmeric, for that nice golden color. A little bit of paprika. This is optional. I think I'm addicted to paprika. So now we give it a good mix. We're gonna cook this for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna be adding in my garlic, curry powder, and ginger. You mix everything, guys. Make sure all your pieces are nicely coated in all the spices that we just added now. Now I'm adding in my tablespoon of curry powder. You can use masala if you like. Okay, I'm gonna add half of my garlic, and then I'll keep the rest for later when my curry is almost ready. Same with the ginger. I know some they like to add in the garlic and ginger paste while they're still frying their onions, but for me I prefer it this way so that it doesn't, that flavor, I like it fresh, and it tends to disappear most of the time. So I'm gonna let this cook for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna be adding in my tomato paste or tomato puree. So now I'm adding in my tomato paste, my chili powder. This is about a teaspoon, and my curry leaves. I'm gonna throw in about 6 to 8 of my curry leaves, and a dash of water, guys. Don't pour a lot. You can add in your chicken or beef stock and let it simmer for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna be adding in our coconut milk and the rest of our ingredients. So while my curry is simmering right over there, I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing my tzatziki and my salsa as well, because that's what I like to serve my curry, for that extra freshness. So for your salsa, you need to thinly chop your onions. I'm using a half, so it all depends on how many people you'll be serving. So I need a little bit of cucumber. I'm gonna save this for my tzatziki. This is also perfect as a side dish, guys. When you're from South Africa, you know, after that braai to serve with your meat, you can just prepare the same salsa that I'm preparing. You can add in some chili, fresh chopped chili, but today I'm gonna keep it plain because my curry is already hot. I need only half of my tomato. You don't need big chunks and you don't need small pieces. You just want medium sized. You know, I think this is the perfect. Okay guys, I'm done chopping all my veggies for my salsa. Now I'm adding in some finishing touches. You need white vinegar, just a dash of white vinegar for that tanginess. Don't forget to add chili, guys, chopped chili if you like it spicy, but for today I'm gonna keep it plain. A little bit of sugar. I think I'm gonna add in about, I can say, a quarter teaspoon of sugar. Little bit of salt and pepper, and a drizzle of olive oil, just a little bit, and then you mix everything together. I like those colors that are popping now. This is how it's supposed to look like, guys. You can add more cucumber, or you can, it's up to you guys, you can add more tomatoes or onions, but for me it looks perfectly fine, and this is how I like it done. So I'm gonna pop this in the fridge, then I'll take it out when I'm serving my curry. Rice is nice and fluffy. I'm gonna put it on the side. Don't forget to keep checking your rice, guys, because I know most of the time, you know, when you're dealing with other things, you tend to forget some other stuff. Okay, now for my curry, I've transferred it to a bigger pot because I could see that it was splashing everywhere, and that pan didn't have a lid, so I transferred it to my nice pot over here. See, it's been simmering for quite some time, and I can tell my meat, is nice and soft, but we're not done yet, guys. Don't forget to add in your coconut milk. Some, they like to add fresh cream, so coconut milk. Don't forget that leftover garlic and ginger. And my coriander leaves. So guys, I'm gonna let it cook for 5 minutes, then I'm gonna be plating. Oh, while it's simmering, let me finish off. I need to still do my tzatziki and my papadams. So when grating your cucumber, you need the bigger blades. So guys, okay, for my tzatziki sauce guys, I created half a cucumber, and it also depends on how many people you'll be serving. I need half a lemon, salt. You can add a little bit of black pepper if you like, a little bit of garlic, and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of plain yogurt. I'm supposed to use Greek yogurt, you guys, but this is what I have. You know, you use what you have. I cannot drive and go look for a Greek yogurt. So what I'm gonna do now is quickly season, you know, just a little bit. Then I'm gonna add in half a teaspoon of my crushed garlic. If you're a garlic fan, you can add more. And a drizzle, I'm using half a lemon. That's enough. If you have mint guys, you can chop in your mint and add that as well. So this is the kind of texture that I'm going for. It's not too thick and it's not too runny. If you see that it's too thick, you can add in more yogurt up until it's the right consistency.
Didn't take long, guys. It didn't take long.
So just for 1 minute guys, and this is what you get from your microwave instead of deep frying them, you know. My curry is ready guys, and it smells so divine. I'm sure hubby's gonna enjoy this one. So let me go ahead and plate guys. This smells so good. So now guys, I'm plating up my lamb curry. It looks so amazing and it smells so divine. I hope hubby is gonna enjoy his dinner tonight. You can plate whichever way you like it guys, but I love my food looking so nice, clean and presentable. As you know guys, you eat with your eyes first. And let me quickly go save him because he just came back from work, and cannot wait to hear the feedback from him. And I'm garnishing my curry with my chopped coriander leaves. So this is it, guys, for a cook with me. I hope you guys got a little bit inspired from the dish that I prepared today. It was quick and easy, and I didn't even use a lot of ingredients, so we're staying on the budget. It looks so good, you guys. It's a pity I'm not really good on I don't like lamb, but hubby is a big fan of lamb, and I'm 100% sure that he is gonna enjoy his meal. And I served it with some cranberry juice over there. And thank you so much, guys, for sticking around. Let me know on the comment section once you tried out, and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on my next one. Bye.